Hi everyone, take 3. I'm basically trying to explain my absence over the last couple of months. And it's really difficult to put into words without losing track of where I'm going and completely dissociating. So it comes down to a few main things. Firstly, the room that I was in previously, I have swapped into the room I'm now in, studio-wise. I did put up little bits on Instagram about it, but didn't follow through with the full thing. So earlier on today, I cross-posted on Instagram and TikTok reels showing my new room, how it is now, and what an amazing space it is now to be in, and how soothing it is, I suppose, in here, and that I can actually finally work in here. But it meant that I had to move things around, and I insisted on being able to do it all myself. Didn't have any help. I was very stubborn because tourist. And also because I needed to be able to do it for myself. So yes, this room is now perfect, just how I want it. It's even big enough for me to be able to have the cats in here. I've got 2 in here now. 2 of my 4 cats. Yeah. I did have 5 cats, but that's another reason why I've not been here. My cat Stampy disappeared a month ago, and he didn't come home, and we know where he is, and he's not with us anymore. Yeah. So I miss him a lot. So now we've got 4 cats, and then we've got the 3 dogs. And so I have the boys. I have all 4 cats in here sometimes, but I have my boy dogs in here sometimes as well. They've got beds. They're my Chinese cresteds, cross chihuahuas, but they are bold. Joey and Narvi. Phoebe, who's our Jack Russell cross chihuahua, does not get on well with cats. We think it's a hunting instinct, but she can't be in the same room as them without doing her hunt prey drive thing. So she's banned from this room. But yes, so I can now have enough space to have them all minus Phoebe in here at once, which is wonderful. But right this very second, I've only got 2. So doing this room took a lot out of me, physically, emotionally, mentally. It took a lot of planning and a lot of moving things around and destashing and organising and bringing things down from the loft or attic, putting things up. Finally packing away all my dyeing stuff and project bag making stuff, because I don't do that anymore. That, like I said, broke me, because that was part of my dream job, you know, being a successful indie dyer. It was fun, and I don't regret it for an instant, but after years of trying to make it into the indie dyer scene, it got too much, and as a family we decided that it was enough. So I'm just concentrating on the design work now. So there is a lot of that coming, but I'll talk about that in the main episode part. We also went away to a friend's wedding, and that was beautiful. It's a lesbian couple that we know, and they're just the wonderful people. Yeah, and then I had a real wobble and realised that I needed to get a job, 9 to 5 type job. And looking at my CV, it's just mostly my most recent work is what I've been doing here. And I'm not really qualified for much with all that, because the rest of it's over 10 years old. And the only job that I really wanted that I applied for quite a few, but the one that I really wanted I didn't get. So I was really upset about that. But I realised by doing that in a way that it was a sign for me to keep going with what I'm doing. And that is Curious Stitches. So, talking to a couple of my friends, you know, I'm going to continue, pick up back where I left off, sort of thing, and try and keep going. And fingers crossed, you guys like what I do, what I design, what I chat about, what I knit, crochet, etc. I don't design crochet, but I'm going to try really hard to keep posting more on Instagram, in the stories, reels, etc. I do have TikTok, it's Curious Stitches, and here on YouTube. The Facebook, I'm not that up on. If you're part of the group or the page, because there are two, because when I first set them up it was really confusing. So whichever one, if there you follow, I do cross post from Instagram. So if you're not on Instagram, there is still content on Facebook. So I also completely revamped my website. So it's now just my knitting designs. Really nice neutral layout and colour scheme and everything else. My patterns are up on Ravelry as well. And then I have some on Ribbler and Lovecrafts too. And then another thing I want to do is start doing my blogging again, which is a section of my website. And there'll be things going on there that don't go on the podcast and don't go on Instagram. But if you're interested, go and have a look. It's just all at curiousstitches.com. But I will explain all about that in proper detail on the normal videos on the channel. Yeah. So, we'll see. I will see you back on the main channel. Take care, and thank you for